Alright guys, so today I'm going to tell you about some of the people in my area that I used to live in Carrickmines, and how some of them were snobby. Now, okay, so we had this shop, alright, nearby, um, in Tesco Cabinteely, Tesco Express, and so I'd often go there, buy stuff, and you'd recognize the staff that worked there. There weren't that many people working there, so um, but anyway, so I moved out. I got a job in Spar, in D'Olier Street, city centre. I moved out. I'm in East Wall now. So I worked in Spar from January to March, and then I got fired. So anyway, while I was working in Spar, I noticed a woman with blonde hair walk into the shop, and yeah, I noticed she works in Tesco Camtili, and so she walked up to me, and she asked, "Do you sell any rolls and bread rolls?" And I said, "Yeah, just go over there." And but then she saw that it was me, a person who used to live in that area that she works, and she was like, "Oh," and she just seemed very uncomfortable talking to me. And she went over to the deli where I pointed, and then she just walked away. And then I said to her, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" She turned around and looked at me, and she's like, "Oh," and just walked out like that. And yeah, I don't know what was wrong with her, but she seemed to carry on as if she thought she was better than me, and I was too far below her. Which is kind of funny because she's like 30 years older than me, and she works the same job as me. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean? And so yeah, that's just one example. Another example is a guy. This was going way back, about 5 years. So one day I was out running, and I was running maybe like 100 yards away from Tesco Cabinteely. I was out running, minding my own business, and I see one of the Tesco workers walking up the hill. I was running down this hill, and I was about to wave and smile at him, and but then he gave me a really angry look, like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was a bit surprised that he gave me an angry look, because all I was doing was I was just out running. I wasn't beating anyone up or doing anything unusual. And so yeah, I did that. And after that, every time I walked into the shop, Tesco Cabinteely, he gave me this really angry look, and really, it almost looked like he wanted to murder me. And I'm like, "What? I was out running. Like, what's the big deal? Like, what is that against the rules here? Is there like a law that says you can't go running? Did you think I just robbed the shop or something? I mean, there's CCTV cameras there. Just check the fucking cameras, and you'll clearly see that I didn't rob the shop. Okay, like, I don't know. I can't understand that guy. I don't know. I mean, he's like in his 40s and he works at Tesco, so I think there might be some mental issues going on there. I think he lives in Dunleary. I see him taking the 63 bus, which kind of goes up from Dunleary to Kiltiernan. I've seen him waiting for that bus in Dunleary, but yeah, very strange character. I don't really understand what I did wrong there. Okay. Yeah, you just got that vibe from these Tesco workers that they just didn't really like me, and I was like, wait, what did I do? Okay, because when I worked at Spar, everybody was treated with respect. We didn't gossip about any workers. Um, the only time we ever had a problem with the people was when they tried to steal stuff from the shop. Like, like if someone tried to steal from the shop, we got pretty aggressive. Some of the guys grabbed them by the arm, dragged them out the door. Yeah, but apart from that, if you weren't caught stealing from the shop, you were treated with respect. And but I don't know, those people there just in Tesco Camtidi didn't seem to like me, and I don't know, like I don't understand why was there false rumor spread. It just feels a bit ridiculous. And that's one of the reasons I left that area, because, people hated me there, and I don't know why. I think maybe the fact that I was a runner had something to do with it. Maybe it was viewed as lower class, you know what I mean? So, I mentioned this strange old man in my area. I'm not going to mention him again. That'll take like half an hour to explain because it's quite a long story with him. But yeah, and there's also this woman who lives in Camtili. Um, she I don't know. She seemed to be very friendly towards me when I first moved in, which is a bit odd because normally in Dublin people just ignore you. They don't really. If you're a stranger, people don't bother trying to get to know you. People don't know their neighbors. Um, but anyway, so one day I was out running. I was running it through Killiney Hill, which isn't too far from where I used to live. And I was just out running, minding my own business. And I see that woman, and she sees me, and she looks really pissed off and frustrated that I'm out running, which was a bit unusual. And I couldn't understand that. Then one day I was walking down the streets in Cavatili, and I see her, and she gives me that type of look, and I don't know what that's about. Um, Another time I was in Dean's Grange Library, and I was doing something on the computer. I turn around, I see her sitting on a chair, and she's on the phone. She's staring at me with a really angry look, and I just can't understand. I'm like, okay, these people are strange. I don't understand them. But they all seem to think they're better than me for some reason. I don't know why that is. I guess I was unemployed for a little while. I was unemployed. You know, um, and then after I ended my spell of unemployment by getting a job at the local McDonald's, I think the people there have something against people who work at McDonald's. So I decided to leave. I'm like, right, I can't live in this area any longer. Like, it's just toxic. It really is just toxic with people thinking they're better than me, and like for what? I don't even know why. Like they won't even give you an explanation. Okay. So I'm left there scratching my head, and yeah. If you're surrounded by toxic people, snobby people, like just get away. And it's hard when they're your neighbors because then you have to move house. All right. If it was in the workplace, you could just get another job. Like if I was in the workplace and people were toxic, I could just get a job somewhere else. If I was in a gym and people were toxic, I can just cancel my membership and go somewhere else. But when it's in your own local area, you have to move to a different area. Like, now I live in East Wall, I feel like I'm away from them. And I don't know, even when I visit my mother's house in Carrickmines, I still get a bad feeling going in there. It's kind of strange. But anyway, I'm glad I moved out, but I'm a little bit annoyed because I have to pay €400 a month on rent and €50 on bills. So I'm paying €450 a month to live somewhere else just to get away from those people. Like really, they really made things difficult, and yeah, I do feel kind of angry and frustrated that these people could be so snobby, especially Tesco workers. Like, what have they done with their lives to be so snobby like that? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think they'll have like big ego. Even people who are very unsuccessful think they're better than everybody else. And yeah, it's this superiority. People told, oh, you're special, you're wonderful, oh my God. And then when they see somebody else who's not special, wonderful, or brilliant, they look at them and think, oh, this guy is a loser. I don't want to be friends with a loser. Oh, go away, And yeah, I mentioned a stranger man in my area raising his nose at me like that. And yeah, now I live in East Wall, and people just seem more down to earth. I'm not pally or friendly with any of the people here, but you just get that vibe that it's more down to earth. Okay, like the kids, you see the kids, they seem to know each other. They spend time with each other. You didn't get that in Carrickmines. Well, not much. You got a little bit, but not much. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I don't want to live in a snobby, wealthy area like that. I'd rather be among down to earth people. Um, I live in Dublin now. I'm thinking of moving to a different county in Ireland. In the future, where that might be, I don't know. It could be Limerick, Cork, Galway. Could be somewhere closer. Could be Arklow, Wexford, Longford. Who knows? Who knows? Um, but I want a nice sense of community where people know each other, where people are friendly towards each other, where people aren't snobby, because really, like really, it really, you might not think it has an effect on you, but personally, it had an effect on me. Being surrounded by people who hate you, you just, I don't know, you feel threatened or something. It's really weird. Okay, so that's my video.